Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you some tips and tricks about Azure DevOps, especially how you create a repository on Azure DevOps and how you push your existing project to into that particular repository, or other way around, like if you create a brand new project into Visual Studio and you push and create new repository at the same time on the Azure DevOps. So let's get started. Here I have logged into my Azure DevOps account, created a new organization which doesn't have any project at all. So let's create a new project on Visual Studio, console app. Let's call it test project, create button. So let's add a class, public class, just one property. The save button. We need to add a source control. So we need to hit the source control button, git control. So we need to select Azure, publish git repo on Azure. Since I'm already logged in with my account, so it's just showing all my account and organization and repository name. Or repository name can be different than your project. What would you like to choose? I leave as my project and just simply say publish repository. So once it's published, so I can click on this link, or I can come back to my Azure DevOps account and say refresh. So project will be available here. So here is a class, we added our class, right? So this is a one way. The second way, how we could create a new project on Azure DevOps. So we need to click on new project and we need to give a project name, description, and these are settings. We can choose publicly and private. So here is one tips how we can prevent to be published openly, publicly. How we can turn off by default that is not available. I can't select by accidentally. So in order to do that, we need to go to setting, organization setting, click on this gear button, go to policies and turn off security policies, allow public. So yes, we are sure we want to turn it off. Now if you go back to your organization and create new project, you will see that public is not available, so only private. So in this way I can't select by accidentally public. So now I can give any name. So let's call it test project 1. In advance we can, is by default is a control is version is git, so you have to select git. And what item process, basically this is your work system management. So we need to select a basic. These are some advanced. You can click on this help button to read more about how these Agile and Scrum and CMMI work. Go back to this tab and we just now we need to create a create button. And after successfully create a new project, we need to initialize a readme, basically ignored file. So there is bunch of platform available. Since we are using Visual Studio, we just need to search Visual Studio and initialize the README file. Once it's initialized, just set up and build. So it's successfully built and published. So we have two projects. So we need to go back to Visual Studio. So let's close this project which we created recently. So let's open any existing project. I just open this project. Let's see what is here. Is nothing. Is just console core application which is switch statement. So we need to push this project into test project one repository. So we need to add a source control git. So again, publish git repo. So here is a trick. If I publish like this, it will create a new project on Azure DevOps called console app underscore core. But we want to create a new. We have already created a repository. We want to push into that one. So we need to click on advanced button and we need to choose our project. So project test project one, and our repository name is console.app.core. Right. So we need to push repository. So we need to go back and refresh the page, and if we click on test, so we can see we have a test project and console app 2 project. So if we click on console app, so here is we have all of our project has been created, right? So here, this way you can publish your existing project, or you can create into Visual Studio and push into Azure DevOps. So that's it for now. Thank you guys. See you next time. If you have any comments, please write below. Thank you.